question number 6 from the Get Ready guide for the Bergen Academies admission test, practice test. Other than 2 and 15, how many whole positive numbers divide evenly into 60? So basically we're finding factors of 60. So the best way to find factors of a number is to do the following. We start with 1 and we say 1 times what gives me 60? 1 times 60. And then 2 times what gives me 60? 2 times 30. Then 3 times what? 3 times 20. 4 times 15. How about 5? 5 times 12. Okay. How about 6? 6 times 10. 7? No. 8? No. 9? No. 10? We already have 10 right here, so we're done. Okay. Now, how many factors are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But remember the question said other than 2 and 15. So we have 12 factors, but take away 2 and take away 15, you will be left with 10 factors. So the answer is E. Number 7. Find the difference if the sum of the first 73 positive integers is subtracted from the sum of the first 74 positive integers. Okay. So the sum of the first 73 positive integers, which is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 72 plus 73. Okay? So if you add all these numbers, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, all the way till 73, you get the sum of the first 73 positive integers. Now this sum is subtracted from, so the minus sign is here, subtracted from the sum of the first 74 positive integers. So 1 plus 2 plus 3, so on and so on, all the way till plus 73 plus 74, because this time it says 74 positive integers. Now, if you look really closely, here if you expand this, you're going to have a 1 minus 1. Then 2 minus 2, and 3 minus 3, and so on. So you're actually getting a 0 every time you subtract any of the two numbers here from each other. All the way up till 73 minus 73, and before that 72 minus 72. The only number you'll be left with is 74. So the answer will be C. Okay, question number 8. If 2/3 of a number is 48, so 2/3 of means times a number, let's call it x, is means equals 48. What is 3/4 of that number? So let's find x first. Now, remember we said before that if you have on one side of the equation a fraction, any numerator on one side goes to the other side as a denominator, and vice versa. Any denominator on one side goes to the other side as a numerator, provided that all the numbers or the expressions that you have are multiplied by each other on both sides, or divided. So here the 2 will go to the other side as a denominator, so it's going to be over 2, and the 3 from here will go as a numerator, so it's basically getting the reciprocal of that fraction. 48 divided by 2, 24, and 2 divided by 2 is 1, so you're left with 24 times 3. 3 times 20 is 60, 3 times 4 is 12, so your answer is 72. So you get x equals 72. Now, that's not the answer, okay? And you can't expect on the test that you may find one of the answer choices with 72. It's a trick answer choice, because the question is actually asking you for 3/4 of that number. So now what do we need to do? We need to find 3/4, 3 over 4, of x, which is 72. Okay? Simple. Okay, let's simplify. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 72 divided by 2 is 36. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 36 divided by 2 is 18. So you're left with 18 times 3. Okay? 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times 8 is 24. So your answer is 54. The answer is E. Okay, let's move on to number 9. Number 9 says, how many ninths are in 5.75? Okay, how many is x? Ninths is 1 over 9. So x times 1 over 9, are or is means equal, in 5.75. Now, again, denominator on one side goes as a numerator the other side, so x equals 5.75 times 9. Okay, let's do it here. 5.75 multiplied by 9. 9 times 5, 45. 9 times 7, 63 and 4. So 7, we have a 6. 9 times 5 is 45. 45 plus 6 is 51. So you have 5175. But remember, there was a decimal, so it goes down here. So 51.75. Now, wait a minute. Is the answer C then, or should we round it to 52 and make it D? No, the answer is C. Why? What am I multiplying here? What am I trying to find? What is 51.75? It's x. And what's x? It's how many ninths. So basically what you just got here is that you have 51.75 ninths. So you have 51 ninths, and you have 3/4 of a ninth. Now the question says how many ninths. So you have 51 ninths and only part of a ninth. So I don't care about this one. I only have 51 ninths. Okay. Number 10. Calculate the value of. As explained before in a previous question, when you have a decimal raised to a power, what we do is the following. Okay, we know that 2 to the power of 3 equals 8. So the answer has to have 8. And that is obvious if you look at all the answer choices here. But then we take a look at how many digits there are to the right of the decimal point. Here there's 1 digit to the right of the decimal point. Since it's cubed to the power 3, then we multiply 3 times 1. So I need to have 3 places here in the answer after a decimal point. So here's my decimal, 0 point. But I know I have to have 3. I already have 8, so I add 2 zeros before. So the answer would be 0.008. The answer will be C.